Hello there folks, about time I give you an update of what's going on with 686. It's been a while. She behaved superbly at the Stokes Bay bus rally at the beginning of August. Even though she had developed a bit of an issue with her battery, she wasn't starting. I took her up to Xelabus. The guys kindly let me put her through the bus wash there, and her battery failed. There was no charge. I was thinking that's a bit weird. You know, she's been on a nice long run. There's been no battery problems for a while. So I'm wondering if it was an alternator issue. The band may have slipped, may not have been getting enough charge in. Anyway, got over that problem. The next 2 days after the bus rally, where she was running superbly, if you came on her, you'll know that she was on top form. Went to take all the family out for a nice bus day out. We get the kids on the bus and we all go to a country park somewhere, and noticed that she started getting really sluggish up hills. No grunt whatsoever. Talk completely disappeared. At lower speed she seemed okay, but as soon as she needed to go uphill she lost power, to the point where I was on the A27 at Titchfield, crawling up the hill in the highest gear she's got with my foot flat on the floor, the engine revving freely so it felt, but there was no power. Really weird. And that's how it's been ever since. So I've just come up to start her up now, but the battery's flat. So again, got the issue of starting her up, but I'm hoping to get her serviced. I'm thinking maybe, you know, with the layup of the pandemic and stuff, she needs just a really good service, change of filters, maybe an oil change, treat the gearbox to some new oil as well. And hopefully, fingers crossed, that'll solve the problem. Otherwise, I don't know what to do. What do you do? What do you do when you haven't got a bloody clue what you're doing? Let me just take you for a quick guided tour. I just need to work out how to turn this around on this silly phone. But yeah, she's in good nick in terms of her interior and exterior. She's had a good old clean, and I've done a bit of paint work. I don't know if you noticed it, but some of the paintwork's been done just to kind of tidy her up inside. She doesn't look too bad. I've got some of this cloth coming very soon, so I'm hoping to speak to some very nice people who do some retrimming that will let me come in and learn how to do it so I can do it myself. And I think what I'll do is I'll get downstairs, because there's only, I think, yeah, it's just this here, this headrest here, and this cushion here that isn't of the right trim, and I will have more than enough to do that. Oh, and this one here as well, obviously. Stagecoach. Upstairs is a different matter. I'm going to need a lot of the moquette. Not a lot you can do with this stuff, is there? Because you can't even take it off, because it would be all glue underneath. So the original fascias I'd have to replace, and that's just silly really for a privately owned bus. But upstairs, lots and lots of seats, and this is where of course you get the fade from the sun, and I think this is probably a job for a very, well, if I win the lottery I'll get it done kind of job. So upstairs I'm just going to keep it like this, keep the seating in its original not original format. I'm going to keep it in this format, because if you look down here where Vectis had put in the back to front facing seats, it's all been filled through. As you can see, it's all been properly done by whoever did it, probably not Emsworth and District. So I'm going to keep her in this spec, and maybe if I've got a bit of leftover moquette I'll get it done, but there's not much point, because she leaks up here, these seats get easily damaged, so I might just let the upstairs go a little bit more and just try and cheer her up as and when the moquette becomes available. But as you can see, look, the sun bleaching is pretty much taken over in here upstairs, so I'm gonna put more effort downstairs. I think that seems to be the best thing to do at this moment in time, but that of course is after sorting out all the problems with the mechanics, because obviously they are the most important things. Otherwise it's not really worth it, is it? If the bus doesn't work, what's the point in spending all the money on it? Anyway, I've been rabbiting on for 5 minutes, don't want to bore you. Over and out from 686.